Welcome everybody, it's Paul with Southern Adirondack Outdoors. On the mill today, we have a log that is 8 foot 2 inches long and 17 inches diameter. And I had a big branch coming off of here and two more at the top. I believe this is hickory. I'm not 100% sure because like oak that I mentioned in the prior video, we don't have much oak or hickory around here. So I think it's hickory. That's what I was told by our tree service guy. So we're gonna slab this up into 5/4 slabs. It's too lumpy and bumpy for lumber. And let's see. I'll show you what else he brought. Over here, there are 3 red oaks. Looks like it's all the same tree. Bottom, middle, and upper section, or vice versa. And then 2 more hickories there and there, which I think is the same tree as well. And I think what is on the mill is the upper section of the hickory. So we're gonna go ahead and slab this up. And I want to mention, it's the same carbide blade that I had in the last video or so. And I'm making a list, checking it twice. Seems naughty or nice. Couldn't resist. So far on that carbide blade, I have that was the spalted maple you saw, an 8 foot 14 inch spalted maple. And then I did 3 very dry black cherries, 9 and 10 foot long, 13 through 15 inches. So it's had 4, I guess you call old dry logs through it so far. I've heard this hickory would be a good test for it. Oh, and did I mention this is the first hickory ever on the mill? Doesn't grow much around here. And if I sound a little funny today, my ears are all plugged up for some reason. That's some dusty stuff. Before I forget, you heard about some zinging sounds in that cut, and that was from a little chatter here. I wasn't going quite fast enough, I guess. Looks like we'll get some good crotch figure out of it. Okay, I can take one more, and then I think we'll flip it. Yeah. small dip. For this cut, I'm going to be coming through at about 13 inches, and then I'll drop down 12 3/8 cut on a 5/4 scale, and we'll go from there. Oh, you got a funny angle. Maybe I'm at a funny angle. Here's Andy and Fenway. Picture hat. Ooh, got a hump right here. Don't like that. Wow. Does look like it's going through the crotch, as well as there might have been another one coming out here, or maybe this was part of this branch, I'm not sure. Well, there's a big hump. The rest is flat. You can see plenty of daylight under there. This was the hump spot. I'll try to come through and shave some of that off. Go slow and see what happens. Much better. I guess I was going too fast. No hump. Okay, I'm gonna go right on down to the bottom. Guess I was in there. Well, I'm gonna go right on down to the bottom. Whew, this stuff is dusty. It's in the eyes. I just noticed one thing might have contributed to the hump. Getting a buildup on the blade. I can clean that off before proceeding. You get a couple of these off and then continue on down. The carbide leaves so little sawdust that I don't think I'm gonna bother unless it's something special. That didn't make sense. Ooh, that's looking better. It wasn't part of the plan to bring you guys in to see this, but so we're down more towards the center of the tree. I'm getting some bark inclusions, which isn't great unless you like that sort of thing. I've been told this stuff moves around with a lot drying. Hope it doesn't crack. There you are. When the log just barely fits between the guides of the blade and it moves a little bit from tension, creates a little bit of havoc there, as you saw. These ends were just moving just an eighth to a quarter inch this way and ended up hitting on the guide pulley. That's why you saw me go up front and scooch them over a little bit. Okay, everybody, I got them laid out for you. And there's still 4 or 5 that I didn't put up. Just running out of space. This was one of the first slabs, and these should be in order. At least I hope they are. So I'm going to restack these into a bowl. With some nice crotch figure up there. So they came out looking pretty good. I didn't know what to expect from Hickory, sawing it or appearance-wise. The Carbide blade did pretty good. I only had that one dip or hump there. And that was more my fault for trying to go too fast. I was trying to avoid my 7-degree curse. It seems like whenever I try a 7-degree blade, no matter what I do, it gets chatter on the boards from the blade. Oh, I like Hickory. It's tough, but it saws nice and smooth. At one point there, I was going through. Oh, let me grab my tape measure. Let's see, let me find one of the middle ones here. We'll try this one. So about 22.5 inches of Hickory. Well, it was a workout for us all. This is pretty tough stuff. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time. Have a good day.